But baby, don't get it twisted. Have it. You needing. Who you needing. Who you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing, by the way, I'm in a different room because the sun in my filming room is not great when it's out, so I'm in a different room. Totally didn't need to know that, but just in case you're wondering, like, where's my marble? My marbles! I've lost my marbles! And also I'm not using a ring light today. This is just, I'm sitting in front of a window, so it's just purely natural lighting. Let me know if you can see the difference and if you prefer this, because it doesn't make any difference to me. Just my other room, I have to have my ring. Wow, I do not need to tell you any of this. You do not need to know any of this. Anyway, I'm going to be doing this makeup look for you today. If you didn't know, if you don't follow me on social media, I've just got back from holiday. I went to Mykonos, just for like 5 days. And this is pretty much the makeup I did every night. Obviously not in the day. I wouldn't wear this in the day. But I think this is just what I do every night when I'm on holiday, like I'm going out. I was with a group of my girlfriends, so we were going out like partying and stuff like that. So this is kind of the look I would do. It's really simple, really easy, kind of sweat proof for me, and also just looks like summery and nice, obviously, because if it didn't look nice we wouldn't be wearing it. Anyway, if you want to see how to get this makeup look, then just keep watching.
Okay, so starting off with my bare face, first of all I'm going to get this hair out the way, and then I am going to be moisturising with my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir Oil. Don't know if that's how you say it, but that's what I am going with. So I just apply some drops of this onto my hands, and then I pat it onto my face. Pat being the word that you need to listen to. No rubbing here, just pat, pat, pat. While that's sinking in, I'm going to move on to my brows. I'm using the Goof Proof eyebrow pencil. This is by Benefit. I think this is a mini one. This came in my Look Fantastic July beauty box. So if you wanted to try this, then that is a good place for you to get it, because it's in the box, this little cute little travel one. I think this is a smaller size. Obviously it's got loads of other stuff in the box, so it's quite a good box this month if you're interested in Look Fantastic beauty boxes. I'll leave them below, but I just filled them in really roughly, like nothing too crazy, literally just like filling in the sparse parts of the eyebrows and like not overdrawing them too much, just like a tiny bit in the areas I need to, because I tend to wear my brows pretty natural when I'm on holiday. So I am just doing that. But this pencil is really good, like at filling in brows. It's really quick and easy, and it is like really easy to use. Like, it's good for beginners. I'm just using my Anastasia brush to brush through them, just to soften up the pencil we applied, so you can't really see like the pencil marks, and just brushing it out. Then I am moving on to priming the centre part of my face. I'm using my Makeupforever smoothing primer. This just helps mattify me and keep me matte in these areas. I just like pat it onto the skin, literally in my T-zone area, focusing a lot on that kind of side of nose area, my chin, and in between my eyebrows, as that's the places I would get most like sweaty Betty. So just applying that. While that is sinking in, I am going to go in and just sort of prime my lips with a lip balm. I use the Lucas Pawpaw ointment. This is just what I use all the time. So just applying that to my lips so they're nice and moisturised. And skipping foundation for this and tinted moisturiser, as I just don't use them on a holiday, and I'm not going to lie to you and pretend I do, because I just don't. So going on with just some concealer, I'm using the Maybelline FITme concealer in shade 10, and as you can see I'm not putting it on anywhere near as much as I usually do, so just some dots under the eyes, a bit on that blemish and my chin, and then on that blemish and also a tiny bit in between my eyebrows and the bridge of my nose. But you can see like I'm not doing like the full-on triangle underneath my eye or anything, so just a smaller amount than usual. I'm using my Real Techniques Duo Fibre Brush to just pat that into the skin, and this is just going to make sure you've got no dark circles, but also brighten up that area. But as I said, I don't like to use foundation or anything when I'm on holiday, but if you want to, or if you feel like you just can't not, then obviously go for it. I would recommend a tinted moisturiser or BB cream over a foundation, but it's totally up to you. Obviously you do you, and do whatever works for you. Okay, so setting my under eyes with my Rodial translucent powder. I'm using this one over my Laura Mercier one, which I'd usually use, because this one I feel is just like a tiny bit lighter, and I literally use the smallest amount. As you can see, it is just a white powder, so it's completely clear. It doesn't get flashback. I've tried it, and I just use my tapered highlighting brush from Sigma to honestly pat on the smallest amount of this. Like, I honestly am not using hardly any. It's just to set that so it doesn't crease, like especially if you're going to get sweaty, it won't crease, but you can see how it just smooths out everything. So I just use that to apply everywhere we applied the concealer. For bronzer, I go in with the Makeupforever Pro Fusion Bronzer. This one is in the shade 30M. It does look super dark in the pan, but it's the perfect colour for me. And I use this bronzer a lot on holiday because the texture of it is so bomb. Because it's like a powder, but it doesn't look powdery on your face. It just kind of blends into your skin like butter. Like, it literally melts in and doesn't leave a powdery residue at all. And I also really, really like the colour of this. It's kind of the colour that I tan to, so for me on holiday it matches my body really well, so I use this all the time. You can see I've hit pan, so I'm gonna have to get a new one soon. I just apply that with this Rodial or Rodial, I don't know how you say this brand's name. I'll leave everything I'm using down below, but I just applied it with that brush. And then moving on to the glow, I'm taking the Illamasqua Beyond powder. This one is in the shade Epic. Oh my goodness, it's my favourite. I'm so obsessed with it. So it's like this bronze shade, so you can see it's like it is a highlighter, but it's more of like a bronzer highlighter. So I use this first of all to apply kind of like as a bronzer and also like a blush and highlight in one. So you can see I'm just using a big Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush to brush that onto my cheekbones. So it's going to give us, as you can see here, like it gives you just the most amazing glow to your face, but it also kind of bronzes it and gives you a bit of kind of colour on your cheeks. I just can't say how I'm obsessed with that product. And then for the actual highlight, I go over it with the Sun Dipped Glow Kit by Anastasia, and I take the shade Moonstone, which is this bottom right, and I apply that using, this brush is from e.l.f. and I think it just works so well with the highlight because it kind of buffs it into your skin. So I don't know, it just like buffs it in, so it doesn't give you that like bad powdery like line of highlight. It just really buffs it into your skin and it just looks like so flawless and just so bomb. So cheekbones, nose, and then a tiny bit on the cupid's bow, but not a lot because I've got a spot there, so I don't want to highlight that. Moving on to blush, this is my favourite summertime blush. This is Milani Luminoso. It's pretty infamous around YouTube, or used to be, not so much now. And I'm just applying a tiny bit of that to my cheeks just to give us a bit of colour. Then I'm taking a large stippling brush and just blending everything out just to make sure we've got no harsh lines and everything just blends seamlessly together. And then I will be setting my face with my MAC Fix Plus. As always, I literally drowned myself in this stuff, so just spray that face, girl. Spray it, spray it, spray it. Then moving on to the eyes, I'm taking this eyeshadow like stick. This is by Barbara Dale. It's just like a bronze eyeshadow sticks anyone would do, and I'm just messily applying this to the lids of my eyes and also on the lower lash line and waterline. So I literally just apply this all over, but making sure to keep it to that centre part so it makes it easier to blend out, and also to the lower lash line, which kind of looks a bit crazy when I first do it. You're like, what is she doing? But then I take a Real Techniques Duo Fiber eyeshadow brush and I just blend out the edges. I try not to go over the centre part of that eyeshadow base. I try not to go over the centre part with the brush because, as you can see, it's got like a sort of shimmer to it, so I like to keep that in that area but just diffuse the edges because it just gives your eyes that little extra sparkle in the centre. So I'm just blowing it out, not in any particular shape really, I'm just literally blowing it out. This is like the perfect eye look I like to do on holiday in the evening because it's super quick and it's kind of foolproof because you don't have to worry about the shape too much. You're literally just doing like a blown out eye, which I think is like the easiest eyeshadow look to do. So once you've diffused that and everything's blended out, I go into my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia, and I'm going to be taking the shade Burnt Orange, which is this one here. So it's just like an orange, like a brown orange, and just using a fluffy brush just to blend out those edges even further and bring more warmth into the look. If you didn't want to use this palette, you could totally just use your bronzer for this part of the look. This is the only palette I took on holiday with me, and I just love every colour in it, and I knew that I didn't need to take anything else, which is saying a lot. Like, I literally didn't take any other eyeshadow apart from this palette. Like, yeah. So I'm just applying that to the lower lash line as well, just to really blow out the eye. And then I'm going into the end shade, which is like a dark orange. This is Rodial. I don't know if that's how you say it. You could totally skip this step. I just wanted the outer corner to be a bit more orangey and just a tiny bit darker. So I just worked that into the outer crease with the Sigma brush. And then as you can see here, I'm like connecting it to the lower lash line. So it like curves round. So all that eyeshadow is on all around the eye. So it's like really blown out, you know? Does that make sense? I think it does. So just all the way around the eyes, basically. It's my favourite eyeshadow look to do. Then I'm going to be highlighting the brow bone with that same shade Moonstone, and this is a new thing. I never really used to do this that much, but with this colour, like look how popping that is, and when you have a photo it really just catches the light. So I think just little subtle things like this which take 2 seconds make such a difference to the look looking more like complete and more done. And I also applied that to the inner corners of my eye as well, just to make sure the eyes stay nice and bright and fresh and awake looking, because we've obviously got quite a lot of shadow around the edges. Then I'm going to be moving on to blending some more. Clearly wasn't happy. Yep, we're happy now. Okay. Moving on to curling my eyelashes. I'm just curling my eyelashes. You can see the difference. It really opens up your eyes. I have to curl my lashes. It makes such a difference to me. Mascara, I'm using the TooFaced Better Than Sex in Waterproof. Oh my god, this stuff was amazing for me on holiday. Like, I cannot tell you, this stuff just does not budge, like, at all. Like, it literally stays put. Like, I even struggled to get it off. So I just applied a couple of coats of mascara. And then I'm just going to be setting my eyebrows with the Ready Set Brow. I think that's what it's called. It's just a clear brow gel from Benefit, but it's super good at keeping your brows in place, like, forever. Like, it does not budge. It's like literally like hair gel for your brows. So I just combed that through my brows and making sure they looked like, I really like bushy brows, so I'm trying to bush them out a bit by combing them upways, you know, like this. So yeah, I just applied that to my eyebrows. And then we are moving on. That's the face done, so we're done. We're just moving on to the lips. Obviously this can change. You can wear totally any colour lip with this, but what I do usually on holiday is I just line them. This is the Kylie lip liner in Candy K. You can buy this as a separate now, and I just literally lined my lips with this and really lightly filled them in, and that's all I did. Because I feel like this just kind of stains your lips. It just lasts all night. I didn't have to top it up. I didn't have to worry about it coming off. Like, it's not like a liquid lipstick where you have to worry about getting cat's bum. Like, it just lasts, you know? So once you've done that, the look will be complete.
Okay, so this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave me any video requests down below of what you want to see on my channel. I know a ton of you have been asking for a workout / diet routine. I will do that soon, like maybe next week. I will try and film at least half of it. I think I need to do it in 2 videos, maybe, like diet and then exercise, maybe. I don't know, but it's coming. I got you. So that's everything for this video. I hope you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Okay. Okay. Oh god. I think I'm done. No, Peony. Yes, I'm so thirsty. I'm thirsty for life. Thirsty for life. I'm gonna spit everywhere.
Love it. You